Migz here, and we're at the 2022 Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance. And I'm here with Andrew McCartney.
You got it.
I think I've met you before somewhere.
I can't remember. Oh, it was here. It was here. It was here. Yeah.
It wasn't Amelia?
Oh, yeah, it was Amelia. And probably about 100 other places,
And
too.
100
I think.
other places.
Yeah,
Yes, we see each other everywhere.
Probably.
We got to do some in-car kind of road show sometime.
Absolutely.
All
Oh,
right.
we'll work on that.
All
I'd
right,
love
let's
to do
it.
that.
Let's do it. So, hey, thanks for spending time with us
Of course,
today.
of course.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it.
You're gonna tell us about this car and show us around the car,
I
right?
am. I've got a couple specs, a couple little goodies to share with you. The McLaren Solus GT. And you might be thinking, what does Solus GT mean? Solus means unaccompanied. So that means it is a single-seater. This is about the closest you're going to get to a Formula One car for the track that isn't a Formula One car. The concept was the Vision Gran Turismo for the game Gran Turismo years back in 2017. And with that, we had some clients ask if that was possible, essentially. And here it is. We're making 25 of them. It is the lightest McLaren we have ever produced. It is at 2,205 pounds. And it makes 2,645 pounds of downforce. So it's one of those you can drive on the ceiling cars. The engine is something really unique for us. It's something we have not had before. It is a 5.2 liter Judd V10 engine. 10,000 RPMs, 840 horsepower. It's an absolute rocket ship. So it should do 0 to 60 in about 2.5 seconds. We're still confirming that with testing at the moment. Top speed of about 200 miles per hour, but this is a true track weapon. Each client is doing a complete bespoke build, figuring out what colors, trims they would like to do. And as you can see here, we have the white with the green, carbon fiber on the bottom. But there are a lot of details on here that are really unique to this car in particular. We have not had a vehicle like this. Look, we have Le Mans style wheels here with the center lock nut, carbon ceramic brake discs and rotors. You'll see that the caliper is actually located on the bottom too. Very motorsport there. Little bits to keep your center of gravity down. You can see through, if you look through that front area there, you'll be able to see all of the uprights and the pushrod suspension there, and we'll get to that in a second. But first, I want to chat about this, the cockpit. How do you get in? The idea is you step on that little NACA duct right there, and this center bit is going to open and slide forward, so you get in like a fighter jet. Once you're in, fire up that V10, slide it back. That is an experience. You have one single piece of carbon fiber in the front, and that is going to be your only pillar, really. So from the sides, you don't have a typical A-pillar. You have 180 degrees of visibility with just that thin strip of carbon in the front, which is where your windshield wiper is going to be anyways. So excellent visibility. This is going to be a track monster. In the front, you can see there's a spring right in that front centerpiece there. There's a single spring there, adjustable dampening. But that single shock is for both of the front wheels, and you can see that there are push rods that attach on either side. Really clever design, because you also, if you can use one spring instead of two, that's less weight. And that's what keeps that weight down to 2,205 pounds, and that's including driver and fluids. As you go around, you can kind of see that the areas over the wheels really do, if you took those away, you'd be looking at a pretty, essentially, a closed cockpit Formula One car. Sorry?
Open wheel Formula One, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. What else do we have? So the aerodynamics are fixed. There aren't adjustable aerodynamics here. It's a little bit old school in that sense, where you're going to have consistent downforce going through corners. There's an element where if you're really pushing very hard to have an aero piece adjust up or down, that can adjust balance on the car, depending on what you're doing. So fixed aerodynamics, and you'll see there's vents and gills, very similar to what you'd find on a Formula One car there too. You'll see the McLaren speed tick all over. like you are right there. And that's where you'll have venting, cooling, intakes, all sorts of bits there. In the back, this monster diffuser that we have back here, you can see on the sides, there are little lights. The center has a Formula One style center brake light. And then if you look into that diffuser and get up close, you're going to notice that that diffuser goes the entire length of the car. You can see out the front of the car. Really incredible piece of machinery here, and I cannot wait to see them. Deliveries are going to start 2023, and hopefully we see them all on track.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. It's always a pleasure.
Of course, happy to do it. Happy
You're
to
always
do it.
in the best places, man. You and I.
I try to be. That's the one thing. As long as I'm next to cars like this, I'm a happy man.
Awesome. All right. Until later, we'll see you on Migz TV. Peace.